2-0 win against Guiseley this afternoon. It was a difficult game in many ways, but it's got 3 points on the board.
All that matters at this stage of the season is getting the 3 points on the board. It was a really difficult game, and I knew it would be. I've watched them play. Bearing in mind, I watched them at Spartans and they played a lot more football than they did today, but them are probably feeling the pressure. They're just hanging above the relegation places, and it baffles me how they're there when you've seen how physical and how strong we are. We've got some good players there, but we stood up to it. I said to the lads here, last season we would have probably succumbed to that. We would have succumbed to that and end off losing the game or drawing the game, but it shows testament to what these lads are, where they are at the minute. I think every single one from 1 to 14 defended from minute one. We just worked ever so hard. Back four looks solid, Pete looks solid. I think he said he never really had a decent save to make. So yes, they might have had a bit of pressure by long balls and free kicks, throw-ins, which always causes a problem, but I thought we stood up to that really well. But we couldn't get the ball down and play. It was live, it was bubbly. So it was just a different game, and that's what I like about the days. It was a different way of winning a game, and you want to play good football all the time, but unfortunately these days these points are massive when you win a game like that.
We've talked in recent weeks about the goal scoring from Dan Maguire, but Kieran Green's got 4 and 7. Could have had a hat-trick in the first 50 minutes today, and just with that added responsibility of playing up near the top, he just seems to be thriving at the moment.
He's flying, he is. If you look at the condition he's in, it's the best I've ever seen the kid, and he's getting about the pitch, he's getting closer to people, and he's got great technique. You can see it pass, you can see the pass slide people in, his link-up play with Nipper there. We never want him as a number 10, but he's doing so well up there, and he's some of the shots he's had today, that keeper pulled off some outstanding saves. Like you said, could have probably been 3-0 up in the first 10-15 minutes, and I was a little bit disappointed that we weren't, but the keeper pulled off absolutely outstanding saves. But Kieran Green, he's just kept going. His work ethic was phenomenal. I had to get him off at the end because he was that tired, the amount of work he put in, and he deservedly got the man of the match. And
you look at another quick start, but then at the end of the second half, it was kind of not batting down the hatches because there wasn't much going in on the goal, but it was frustration was building. You could see it in the team, couldn't you?
No, you could. And I've said to the lads here, it's probably a little bit of nerves. It is. It's because it's bobbly. We couldn't get out, and we're dropping too deep. And I said to them, the two wide players are probably. Robbie's dropping right alongside Buds, and I said that we need to get him higher because there's no out. There's no outlet there. The only outlet then is Nipper, and it ends off coming back because he's not the physical striker. With him, we're really, really physical with him. But once we got that sorted, I thought we sorted that out. And to be fair, like, you've got to expect a bit of pressure from a team that's fighting for their lives. You've got to expect that. But what I loved about it is the way we stood up to it and be counted, and every single one threw the body on the line.
And then 89th minute, you win a corner where you're screaming, just keep it in the corner, and then the ball goes across and Buds heads home.
We're looking at Lids. Normally Lids takes an in-swinger, and Buds is shouting at me, do you want us to go up? And at the end of the day, I'm not saying we did need the 2 goals to get into the playoff spots and put the pressure back onto Telford. And it was just sod's law, wasn't it? He comes up there and scores a great, absolutely outstanding leap it was by there, and I thought he was immense today.
Yeah, and another 3 points on the board into the playoff positions, and it's something that the players are keen, yourself are keen to get in that playoff position and work hard. We're
massively keen to get. The lads are fighting tooth and nail. You've seen them trying to get in there. I'm desperate to get in there, I'm not going to lie. It's my aim is to get up this club into the playoffs. If I can get this club into that next league, I'll be chuffed to bits, it'll be unbelievable. But to get them into that playoffs and give these fans something to really shout about, and 900 here today, you couldn't ask for anything more. A lovely day. Wasn't the best football display, but I bet you them forgot how we played. I bet they're just happy with the result, and at this stage of the season that's all that matters. But if I can get these into this playoffs, and then it's anybody's game after that one, but I just hope we can get there for these fans, really do. Might put the club under a bit of pressure, but so be it.